That's right, Joyce. Now, Highline hasn't called this a cyber attack, just unauthorized activity. It says it has no indication any student or staff information has been stolen, but districts across the nation are dealing with more issues than they used to. First, the Seattle Public Library.
Came by one day last week and they were out of internet as well.
Then the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport.
It's crazy with all of the signs being down.
Now, Highline Public Schools has taken its tech systems offline.
Hopefully it gets resolved.
Students will miss class through at least Tuesday because tech is tied to some student safety systems.
Like transportation, we use a system to determine what buses need to go where. Attendance tracking, there's a tool that we need to be able to have access to.
Several studies from cybersecurity firms show an increase in attacks on K-12 systems. The director of Seattle University's Cybersecurity Leadership Program says criminals target schools and hospitals because of the urgency involved.
Eventually, we're going to have cyber snow days. And I think that gives that idea in people's minds where something may be more realistic about. Things do happen sometimes, and you have to take a pause in order to make sure things are right and things are safe.
The nonprofit K-12 Security Information Exchange collects data, advocates for more resources, and offers free trainings. It says in most cases, even if districts aren't rolling in cash, the focus is still money.
If they can't extort the money from a school system by shutting it down, they will try to repurpose that data on the dark web and lead to identity theft.
Says that one thing that parents can consider doing is freezing their child's credit until they're older to make it harder for identity thieves. And again, Joyce, no indication that that has been a specific issue with Highline. They really haven't said quite yet what happened here.
How long does it take usually to determine how long does it take rather to get systems like this back up and running is what I'm trying to say.
Right, well that totally ranges, Joyce.
Yeah.
Really, it could be a couple days, it could be weeks, it could be longer. When you deal with something like an actual cyber attack where it's not something super urgent that has to get back online, something like the library, for example, they have a little more time that they can wait without paying a ransom, and they can spend a little less money as they're trying to get systems back up and running. With something urgent, it can be more expensive, and they have to do it faster. But again, here we don't know.
Like a hospital, for example.
Right, a hospital, for example, they got to get back online very, very quick. So we're just going to have to see day by day how things look.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thanks.
We'll get an update.